Thank you all for joining us here. It is 9:01, so I guess we just go ahead and get started. This is all I know about pretending to be in an office. Ready? Dunder Mifflin, this is Pam. That's all I know. All right, that's it. Hi, it's Trixie, and this is the 9 to 5 collection. I just have to say, before I start swatching, I know that I'm losing my voice. And sometimes in the workplace, you know what this would be great for? If I was in an office, I could exploit this and make it seem like I'm about to cry. So if I wanted to go home early, I'd be like, my dog. And then they would just let me go. And then that's it. You guys, welcome back. We're gonna reveal another collection here today. We're in front of our pink rubber curtains. We have our lovely blouse on. I don't know what I did with my makeup today, but I look incredible. I don't know what it is. Not that that's ever in jeopardy. I just look good. And thank God, because we have some beautiful products to show you today. So this collection, we tumbled and tangled with a lot of different names and work ideas. And we kept coming back to 9 to 5 because I'm the first one to ever think of it. So you're welcome. The irony here is, before I start showing this product, don't look, I don't think I've ever had a 9 to 5. I've never had a real office job. The only thing I know about the office is The Office. Everything I know about office culture, I learned from the NBC show, The Office. I always had retail jobs. I always had restaurant jobs, delivery driving, entertainment. I never had a job where I had to wake up early and commute and have coffee and stand by a water cooler and that's why anytime you see me in an office photo shoot, it's not exactly nuanced. In other words, I'm very ill-informed, but I think you guys are used to that by now. So I'm gonna start by showing you guys the PR box for this collection. What if that was my mouth? Do you guys like that? Hey, I just got my lips done. When I get my lips done, I've never had anything like that. And when I do, it will be this big that fast, I swear to you. Looks pretty good. You can barely tell the top row's plastic teeth. So before I open this is a lip collection. It really is a love letter to any of you who are worker bees, gals and gays and they thems who wake up and put on the tie and the work skirt or whatever you people wear in the office and let the girls know. We've been teasing these for a while, using them behind the scenes. If you check out the Hotline shoot, that is a Werk Wife lipstick that we secretly used behind your back. We're liars, you're welcome. Also in Hotline, Deja is wearing HR honeys. We were kind of scooping them in. If you've seen me on camera, I think literally on Kelly Clarkson yesterday, I think I had Kimberly on. Whoa! If you love Trixie content, you know that I love neutral lips. I love neutral, rosy, beigey, nudie.
Coffee, walnut, chestnut, caramel, vanilla, suede.
I love creamy, beautiful neutral lips. And we've done some neutrals here and there at Trixie Cosmetics. Bauble was not a neutral. To me it was. Or Cherry Chip, but even Cherry Chip had so much depth, it was neutral tones, I wouldn't call it a neutral. Eden was probably our closest to neutral, or Junebug, but Junebug was even a little too pink for a neutral. So for this collection, we really always think about how do we tell the story of a neutral and make it exciting? It's okay, let's make really beautiful, clean, gorgeous neutral lipsticks that have an office vibe. Office appropriate shades or work from home appropriate. Let's say you have your own home office. Maybe you put this on and feel a little more office vibes. And sometimes the job you have is no job. So this also is great products for looking for a job. Looking for a job is worse than having a job, I think, right? Every time I've been fired in my life, 4 times. I have been fired. So I've been fired about more times than I've been hired. So this is 5 new lipsticks, 5 brand new lip liners, as well as a sharpening tool. So I thought we could go through here and swatch, and I could introduce you to these beautiful shades and new products one by one. Before I start swatching, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this, you know that I'm on sabbatical, and you know that this is time travel and that anything is possible. And so make sure you subscribe, because especially during this part of the year, we're having all these exciting guest hosts, very famous drag queens who are much funnier and prettier than me. So it's really a win-win. So this PR box, you can get the whole thing for $150, and it's a $176 value. These are super limited. They'll be gone like that. I can already envision the comments that, wow, I wanted that. You didn't get up early enough, Beverly. I warned you. So they're kind of arranged in shade depth here. I love all of these shades. And if you look at the campaign for this collection, this is the first collection where I'm photographed in every single product. Pretty cool. Even some of these deeper, pepperier shades that I'm gonna introduce you to, on the shoot day, it's obviously Kimberly is my favorite. You know I love light peachy nudies. Some of these other ones, when I put them on for the shoot, I was okay. Like even I need to get forced out of my little comfort zone once in a while. So I think we should start swatching and I'm gonna show them to you. And you, a person at home, can go, wow, that's so me. Or, ooh, that's not me, but I wanna try it. Or I'm gonna buy it for my friend, my boss, my work friend. By the way, my wig's not glued on, so just like deal with that. Okay, so I have Kimberly first. Kimberly's a beautiful buttercream, I have it on. The PR box image is Kimberly. It's beautiful. It's my new favorite Trixie Cosmetics lipstick. I wear it all the time. I just wore it on Kelly Clarkson. I wear it on stage. I wear it for the podcast. I wear it all the time. Isn't it beautiful? Oh. It reminds me of Heartless from Urban Decay, which is one of my all-time favorites. I love those peachy, nudie, brownie shades. They're just easy. And this is warm enough that like, no matter the skin tone, it's gonna look nice and warm and pouty. You know what I mean? This is really pretty. And you can see I have it on with Werk Wife lip pencil, so it has like more depth around the edges, obviously, but super 60s. It's like a Sharon Tate vibe. It's a Paul Royale vibe. I wouldn't say that this shade is being worn by the best employee. Let's just say that this girl lives for the weekends, all right? But it's so pretty, just like Kimberly. What do you think about the foundation line right here? I would also like to share with you guys that this is a slightly new component that will be permanent at Trixie Cosmetics. So this is an Eden lipstick. So you guys can see the new one is a little more squat. The gold is a little more rich. Even though the packaging feels a little differently sized, it's the exact same amount of product. So the old Trixie lipsticks used to have our logo on the side, and the new Trixie lipstick has the logo on the product, which I actually really love. A little cooler, a little more sophisticated. And they do that with lasers, which I think is really gaggy. So that's Kimberly. This is Fax Me. Fax Me is another buttercream formula. If you don't know what a fax is, I know what it is, but have never used it. That's not true. That is not true, Ellen. When I worked at MAC Cosmetics, on Wednesdays, I used to have to fax the regional manager our numbers for the week, and I felt like an office woman. That's the only time in my life I've ever used a fax, is when I worked at the department store. That just goes to show you how the bigger the company, the more slow they are to like embrace new technology. Like using a fax in 2015, I was like, what is going on? My grandpa used to use a fax machine to send phishing jokes. Okay, so what? Like, you know, like somebody would fax you a joke about like rather be fishing, and he would like fax it to his fishing friends, like dumb. The original meme was just cartoons that were copied over and over again. This is Fax Me. So this is a buttercream as well, so it is gonna have more of a satin look. So pretty. This is like if you pureed hot pepper and like put it on toast. It is so spicy without necessarily being a bold lipstick. It's just so pretty. When I had this one on the photo shoot, like these kind of terracotta colors are never something like I would pick, like a roasted almond kind of thing. But then when I tried it on, I was like, oh, a woman. This is for that bitch on Slack who never answers. That's what this color's for, all right? So pretty. You guys can see on me, I'm so fair. The pepper really starts to come out in this, but on other skin tones, this is really gonna be a beautiful, almost like 90s neutral. Like this is the kind of lipstick they would use on Charmed, like a 2000s, like peppery, neutral, CW daytime TV vibe. So pretty. You guys, my voice, I feel like that meme of that person who's like, so we used to make pasta on Sundays, like that meme that's going around, like I feel like that person. So this is Fashionably Late. That is not me. I'm not a late person. I don't do that. I was the second one here today after Nick. So I guess I was late, but that was just once. Actually, Katya and I have always said that's one of the reasons we work so well together, is because she and I are never late, and that's like the vibe. Oh my God, isn't that beautiful? Oh my God, it's like if you took rose petals and mix it into natural clay. It is so pretty, like a strawberry dipped chocolate vibe. So pretty. This is also a buttercream. Again, it's a satin. It does have that kind of like signature Trixie vanilla smell, but when these are on, they really do not feel glossy. Glossy is not a word I would ever use to describe this formula. It's a little more like super hydrated matte. Almost think of it that way. Beautiful, right? Isn't that pretty? Up next, we have Werk Wife, which is actually my second favorite. It's my second favorite. I guess my Werk Wife is Brandon. I guess, right? I love this color. It is so pretty. And the lip pencil, I use it every single day. So this one's matte. Oh my God, I love that color. Love, it's so pretty. It's like as close as you can get to like a cork without being like a real brown lipstick. Look how pretty that is. I mean, I feel like in all the old beauty books, they're always talking about like, oh, your lipstick should match the color of your natural lips. This almost is like lip color, like lip flesh color, but has some more depth to it. And you can see when I turn it in the light, do you see how the first three shades the buttercream shades do pick up shine. Werk Wife is a matte, so you can see it does not have the same kick to it. So we've kind of updated our matte formula a little bit, and in Werk Wife, you can see, so this is Werk Wife, right? So I'm also gonna show you Eden next to it. So if you formerly had some of our mattes, our older matte formula, do you see how matte it looks in the tube? The new formula is gonna be very matte, but in the tube, it doesn't quite look as much like a shell, you know what I mean? What I love about this updated matte formula is it looks just as matte as our old formula, but I will say that it feels a little more comfortable. Love this color. This one, when I wear like, when I'm wearing Kimberly, I love taking this color and just wearing it on the corners of my lips just to like shadow in a little bit. And finally, this shade is called HR Honey, not to be confused with HR Puff and Stuff. Baby, how beautiful is that? Oh, yes. Do you see how it's like a deep coffee, but it almost has like a little plum to it? So beautiful. Look at that. That's for a manager. That is for somebody who goes to work and cracks skulls. That is so fierce. Oh, yes. I love these type of colors. These really bold colors that are still neutral. Aren't these colors beautiful together? Love. But you can definitely see Werk Wife and HR Honey are the mattes. Especially when I turn my hand, you can really see the formula difference. But again, I have Kimberly on my lips, which is technically a buttercream, and I wouldn't say it has a gloss look. You see what I mean? It's just satin. So each of these lipsticks is $16, consistent with our usual Trixie Cosmetics lipstick pricing. So now I'm gonna show you guys some of the lip pencils. These are the Trixie Cosmetics Lip Sync Gel Lip Liners. Had to call them lip sync for two reasons. One, I'm a drag queen, of course, hello. And number two, we launched these shades to correspond in sync with lipsticks. So, big brain you're welcome. And maybe we're making ones for shades we already have. And maybe we will continue to do so in the future. And maybe it's our right. So pretty red. I love this packaging, you guys. I am a little girl and I love like stationery, like Lisa Frank, like that type of stuff, stationery. So makeup products that look like pencils and stuff, I can't take it. I can't take it. Isn't that so cute? So I'm gonna show you these. They're so beautiful. I'm obsessed with these lip pencils. I use Werk Wife and Kimberly every single day. Every single day. So cute, right? Now, if you get really close up in there, you can see all the gold writing and it'll tell you, the shade names, bill weight, stuff like that. Love these. I'm gonna swatch these Lip Sync Gel Lip Liners right next to the lipstick so you can see the colors together. I have this one on today. I've been really addicted to using this one to marry my like outer darker lip liner into my lip. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, doing drag lips I don't think has ever been my greatest gift. I've had other drag queens sit down and try to like talk to me about how I do my lips. Milk, she was right. She was like, why don't you blend your lip liner? And I was like, why don't you shut up? I don't really take criticism very well from people who look like that. And we all know Milk. When you think Milk, the drag queen, you think disgusting, right? In no way attractive, bleh, So I'm gonna show you guys this. So it's a super smooth, gliding, gel-like formula with a matte finish. And once it sets, it has a very high color payoff and it really wears. I've worn these to like Solid Pink Disco where I'm mopping sweat off myself and I can powder over these and they're not going anywhere. I've had lipstick come off before this comes off, which is really what you want. I mean, if you're using lip liners to overdraw or like help a color work for you, you want that lip liner once it's on to live where it's supposed to live. I would say like lip liner is the last thing in your face you want transferring. It's just not the vibe. And many pencils are wax-based, so let's say your skin heats up, the wax can reactivate. This is kind of a gel vibe. So once it sets, it's like, so this is Fax Me. Oh, so pretty. I'm not gonna explain the color to you again because we just talked about it. And again, the lip sync liners are really close to the corresponding lipsticks. It doesn't get much closer than that, bitch, okay? So pretty. I love these like peppery colors. They're so universally flattering. And it's that nice like middle road between a real neutral and something a little more fun. I love colors like this. Something else I love about this formula, I don't want to tattle on other brands, but I've used a lot of like gel lip liner kind of vibes where it never, when you put it through a sharpener, will get sharp enough that it gives you the shape you want. These still sharpen really beautifully, but then they apply with enough precision that, sometimes these type of lip liners, when you touch them to your face, the product just spreads. These really have enough body that you can get your little shape going, but then when you go to sharpen it, it's not mushing, you know what I mean? Fashionably late, as in my period, because sex. Everything can be sex. Everything can be sex. Absolutely beautiful. Love love. I love these neutrals that just like flirt with. Like this is like flirting with a wine vibe. You know what I mean? Love. I love stuff like this. You guys, when I worked at makeup counters, I could stand there in front of a gondola of neutral lipsticks and talk to you in depth about how different they all are. And when people would come in and be like, I'm looking for a neutral, nudie, beigey, brownie, reddy, purpley, pinky, I'd be like, I know, girl. I know exactly what you're looking for. Like, I love neutral lipsticks. I remember reading this interview with Amanda Lepore where she was saying like, I could sit and talk about red lipstick all day. And that's how I feel about neutral lipsticks. I like love it. Up next, we have Werk Wife. This is my favorite. You guys know previously my favorite lip pencil of all time was Soar from MAC Cosmetics. This is my current absolute favorite. Again, I just have to show you guys, I love these because the end of it looks like a pencil eraser. It's so cute. Obsession. I use a lip pencil in this vibe, in this shade, in this color almost every single day. And when we finally got this tester in the packaging, I mean, I have used this every day since the photo shoot, every single day. Obsessed. This is what I have on today. And I basically did it, and then inside this shape, I went in with the Kimberly pencil and like kind of married it in. And finally, this is HR Honey, absolutely beautiful. This one, when I first did the photo shoot, I wasn't sure if I would use it as much as I do, but it ends up being a really great pencil to add depth to a lip look because you can just buff it out. Like when I wear this one a lot, it maybe doesn't look like this pencil's on, but you're like, wow, your lip has a nice shape to it. Or super 90s this with like clear lip gloss. Girl. In love. It looks like a very expensive suede handbag, doesn't it? It's so pretty. I love this whole color story. I mean, if we were gonna launch a collection of just neutrals, this just works for me. I just love it. I could sit here and look at my own hand all day. We don't have that kind of time, so we're gonna keep going. So the brand new lipsticks are $16, and then the Lip Sync gel lip liners, these are a brand new type of product, and these are $18. However, you can get them together in a little bundle. Let's say you want the Kimberly lipstick and the Kimberly lip pencil. You can get it for $30. So you do save a couple doll hairs. You're welcome. I didn't have to do that for you. I thought that was really cool of me. And finally, we have a new tool. I love this packaging. Like, can you just? This sharpener is also in the PR box, but you can get it individually. It's so cute. I've been using it since the tester came out from the photo shoot. Like, it's so good. I'm sorry, I'm gay. I'm just like gay. Look at that. Like, whatever. Look how cute that is. I use this every single day. I take these exact pencils, I put them in this exact sharpener. And like I said, this super soft formula is so glidey going on, but the formula has enough integrity that when you sharpen, still get a nice clean point. Look at that. And that was in real time, people. I will say this, do yourself a favor, empty the sharpener. Any sharpener from any brand, if you don't empty it and you just keep shoving things in there, it's not a great thing for the product. So I recommend you clean this out every time you think it's a little I just like can't take it. I can't take it. I want them as earrings. By the way, the sharpener on its own is $6. In conclusion, we have 5 new lipsticks that are $16 each. We have 5 new lip pencils that are $18 each. We have this new sharpener that is $6 each. And we have the duets, so you can get the pencil with the corresponding lip color for only $30. Or you can get the entire collection in the PR box for $150 instead of the retail if you got everything all together, which is $176. That saves you $26. But I'm just gonna tell you, these are super limited, so just don't be mad. I hate when you guys get mad at me. Be mad at someone else. Be mad at Nick. So the 9 to 5 collection at Trixie Cosmetics is going to launch this Thursday at 10 a.m. I know it's confusing. It's a 9 to 5 collection, but I'm thinking of it this way. You get to work, you fill your coffee cup, and then you get in your chair, you open your email, suddenly it's 10 o'clock, you can get the collection. So I just think it's cruel to make people who actually work 9 to 5 get up earlier.